All right, good day everyone. So today we're going to be looking at something very interesting, and it's basically an iterable, a kind of collection called a dictionary. And the first thing that comes to mind when you hear dictionary is, of course, the dictionary we all know, where we look for words and find their meaning. Now, we have different kinds of collections in Python. We've looked at lists, we have tuples, and we have sets, and in this case we have a dictionary. Let's look at how a dictionary works. The definition up here says a dictionary in Python is an unordered, mutable collection of key value pairs where each unique key maps to a specific value. It allows for fast data retrieval based on keys rather than position. Now, the first thing to see is that it's unordered, and mutable means it can be changed even when the app or web app goes live. Let's look at the structure of a dictionary. Let's say we have a dictionary of states and capitals. So we have, I know, many states. Nigeria should be Abuja, I think. So we have. I'm going to put out all the quotes later. Let me just write out the. You have USA. We have Washington, I think. Washington, DC. Let's say Washington. Then you have Egypt, and you have Cairo, I think. Let's just stop here for now. Now, to make this dictionary, the first thing you know is that all these things have to be in quotes because they are in strings. It could be double quotes or single quotes. Let's use double quotes or single quotes. I like double quotes a lot. They're more elegant. So we're going to put all this stuff in single and double quotes basically. Okay, and then we're going to wrap them around curly braces, which is basically the point of a dictionary. So a dictionary comes in these beautiful curly braces. And then you can equate them to something. Let's just say capitals is our variable. I've taught you about variables in a previous video. So there you have it. You have a beautiful, simple dictionary that stores the names of countries and their capitals. And there are many devices that come with dictionaries. There are many methods that come with dictionaries. And there's so many things you can do with them. For example, another important thing about dictionaries is that you want to call a dictionary, let's say call an item in dictionary. You just call a key and it automatically gives you the value. So the first item is usually the key, second item is the value. Let's look at an example. So I want to call, let's say USA, right? I want to call USA. So within a print statement, I'm going to say print capitals, but in the capitals, I want the key, instead of using indexing of numbers, like in the previous video I made, you just use the key, let's say USA. USA, of course USA is a string. Now once you do this, you should have the capital printed for you. So let's do this. So there you have it, it prints Washington for us. We change this to another different one. Let's say Abuja. Sorry, Nigeria, sorry. That's already a capital. So the key is Nigeria. So Nigeria, it prints Abuja for you. This is a simple way of checking to see what you have. Another way you can do that is using the .get method. .get method is to find if something is within your dictionary. So you have capitals, and then you do .get, and within the print statement, within the brackets of the get, you ask, do we have Nigeria? And Nigeria, is there, and the key and the value is Abuja. Let's say I add a country that is not there. Let's say Mali. Let's see what .get does for us to print none. So none means that when you use .get to ask your dictionary, do we have Mali here? It says no, there's no Mali, without an error message. If you did that here, you get an error. So .get is the same as this. It's the same as the first one, but without an error message. Let's look at other methods that you can do when you have. Let me take this out. Let's try. There are other methods you can do. Let's say I want to clear the whole list. I can use .clear. So capitals, I do .clear. When I do .clear, to clear the whole list, the list will not exist anymore. So that's what clear is for. Let's try pop. Pop also means to remove one of the items. Let's say I want to remove USA and Washington. I'll leave only Nigeria and Egypt. I'll pop USA and Washington off using .pop. So if we now print capitals, it should be Nigeria, Abuja, Egypt, Cairo. So what happened here was we used .pop to remove the USA, this one, and now that we print it, only Nigeria and Egypt are left. So .pop means to remove. .get means to find a particular item on a dictionary. There are many other methods that you can use. Let's try .item. .item will print everything we have for us. So let's say we comment out all this so the more active. I want to print out everything up there. So I print capitals and I print .item. .item is to print everything for me, everything. Nigeria, USA, Egypt, all are the items on dictionary. Remember that I've now removed this .pop. Let's say I reactivate .pop. .pop removes USA, or let's remove Nigeria in this case. No more. Let's remove Nigeria. Okay, and then let's see what happens when we run this. You see that you have these items now. We'll have without Nigeria. Let's see. Okay, so it just removed Nigeria, leaving only USA and Egypt. So these are a few methods that you can do with dictionaries. And remember that dictionaries, generally collections are ways to store data temporarily, so you can work with them in specific ways. There are different types. There are lists, there are tuples, there are sets, and in this case, there's a dictionary. So as you go along your programming, you find the course to use specific types of iterables to do specific kinds of things. So for example, if you're doing a question and answer session, you're more likely to do a dictionary because the dictionary will have a key, which will be the question, and a value, which will be the answer. These are the small things that you need to know so that eventually you put all your knowledge together, you'll be able to understand code and write code yourself. Do have a nice day.